everybody. We're back, and Battle Report 18. This is the first game from Colonial Carnage 3. Oh, this is Waldorf, by the way.
Yeah, say, who are we?
I'm Waldorf.
And I'm Statler.
Everyone knows me by now.
You're the guy with the basso voice.
I'm the guy you can hear.
You're the guy that everyone can hear. Even though you're 4 foot from the microphone.
This was the opening game at Colonial Carnage. This was against the head of the club. What's the name of that club? Columbia Misfires. Okay. Sorry about that, Jason. I'm playing Jason, who's the head of that club. Kind of had a grudge match going. And Orcs and Goblins and Dwarves, you know.
It's a good grudge.
It's good for him.
But it's not good for you, but it's a good grudge.
Good for him to have that grudge.
Yeah.
Nice guy, though. Great guy to play.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, game one. So I figured I'd start it off with them.
So if he wasn't a nice guy, would you still say he was a nice guy?
I would just kind of, yeah, I probably would. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I figured.
Nah, maybe not.
So
maybe just breeze over that fact. So there's my army. If you saw the intro video, you can see the whole thing on him. You know, briefly, I'm trying a kind of a more mobile list.
Right. With a spider.
With, yes, one big gargantula. That is it. But he's got a rider. I'm kind of character heavy. So, anyway, 5 characters is kind of high.
Yeah, for Orcs and Goblins. But you have goblins, they're cheap.
They're
characters.
Goblins.
They're not really characters.
And the dwarves, you can see he has a king on the war throne. Weapons room, he has craftsmanship, destruction, and fury. It's the multiple wounds, kill you lots. 2 times shielding, you know. The unhurtable guy that does D something wounds and
right.
crushes you. He had a runesmith. With runes of oaths and resilience. One of those is
the guy's name Smith?
Is Smith.
Yeah.
It's a Smith?
Yeah.
Anyway, he had that. The other guy had the standard of shielding, talisman of shielding ×2. That's the one that gives you every unit within 6 inches, I think, gets the 5-up ward save from shooting.
I'm not sure.
Is it 6 inches or 12? That's what the item is. I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I don't recall all the
yeah
runes that the Dwarven holds can have now.
But 22 graybeards with shields and weapon and shields with the war standard.
Yeah.
25. That's the unit the general was in.
Okay, so 2 big blocks
and
of
25 with great weapons. 2 units of 15 miners with
pistols. One's a little more defensive. One's a little more hitty. Yeah.
3 steam copters. 2 catapults and 2 flame cannons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Flammen.
By the way, flame cannons are really good.
Flammen.
So I got the poison attacks, the minus D3 initiative, movement initiative, which is kind of handy on a movement 3 guy.
Yeah.
When you cast that. So, you know. Time warp from my wizarding hood. Time warp and burning brightness. You know, not great spells, but that's what I got. And a Guardian Light, which I doubled up on, and they both took that.
Oh, okay.
Because the goblin, you know, takes what he wants.
Right.
So, we deployed out here. Here we go. You can see 2 bolt throwers out there kind of hanging out. Kind of got my artillery
spread out.
I've got 3 pieces of artillery back here in the right corner.
Oh, okay.
And the reason with the spider hanging around back there, boar riders here, just waiting for those miners to come in. I don't want to really get closer to him because of the flame cannons.
Right.
So I'm happy to kind of sit back a little bit and
try to shoot him off before you get to
him. Try to shoot him, doom dive him, shoot him off, and then deal with the miners and then move on.
You weren't afraid of the miners coming behind you?
If they come in here behind me, I was not that worried about it. Back in here, no. Again, because my thought is, again, if he wants to come back, I'm not moving forward, so
right.
You know, I'm okay with that, and I plan on using that itching and scratching on him every time and slowing 1 unit down. And he's not going to want to come in piecemeal, so I think I can. When the miners show up, I think I can deal with them and then move on. So see my guys. There's my artillery on the corner.
A lot of points.
Yeah, it's 300 points right there in that corner.
Yeah.
So on turn 1, I move up, or he actually went first. Moved his gyrocopter over to shoot up these guys.
Yes. Want some flame scarecrow?
What's that?
Want some flame scarecrow?
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
These guys moved up, put a guy in the woods, a guy in the field. You can see his army just moved a little.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to leave his war machines.
Right.
Can't much blame him. And this is magic dice. And, you know, he's got the only thing he's got is the -1 to be wounded. And I forgot what the other one does. But the -1 to be wounded is a really, really good thing for toughness 4 guys.
Yeah.
And you can see these little markers. He's put grudges on this guy and grudges here. So those are the ones, you know, units he hates. He also put one on the spider. He had 4 of them. So every major unit of mine has one on it.
Well, 4 pretty much covers most things.
Yes. Yeah. As you can see, because of the miners, the spider moved up a little bit.
Right.
These guys are set to swing in here behind it. These guys are set to come this way in case they show up there.
Okay.
So, you know, like I said, I was ready to deal with them. And especially if the speedy's coming forward, I'm not that worried about it. So moving forward, don't know how he got a wound on him, if that's a wound. Oh, I must have shot and wounded him.
You must have shot and wounded him.
How did, yeah, because on my turn, I turned around and fired. Yeah, that's a really terrible shooting phase. Oh, yeah, I also hit this guy back here and put 2 wounds on him, I think. So, actually looking not bad. Would have rather killed one.
Yeah.
So, he, oh, you know what he did? Sorry. I'm sorry, this is what happened. That was dumb. He had this guy here in the woods.
Right.
I charged it with my spider. And he fled out of the woods and took a dangerous terrain.
Took a dangerous terrain.
Take a dangerous terrain and broke. So on turn 2, that was just marking because he rallied, turned back around. Miners show up over here on the far left.
So you commit your bunker to him?
So my bunker is sitting here. You know, not planning on doing much to them, but, you know, they're sitting there. And the other unit of miners came in.
Yep.
So, the bad news is they have pistols. The only thing in the wolf bunker at this point is the goblin mage.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really carrying a ton of guys.
Okay,
right now.
your other guy in your BSB's one of your boar boys.
The Wizarding Hood guys with the common boar boys, and the other guys with the BSB, I believe, is with the Ed Bashers.
Okay.
So this guy only puts a single wound on me. I have the Guardian Light, so with my +1 awesome leadership, I managed to hang on. First unit fires, kills 3 of me. One of his catapults manages a hit.
Yeah.
3, thank God for the bully.
Bully.
Sorry, overseer.
Yeah.
These other guys on the far right, the blurry guys, managed to put a blurry wound on my bolt thrower.
Oh, you guys ran away.
And my guys ran from the guys down here.
Oh,
It's unfortunate because we're kind of heading towards the middle of the board, and that's not really where I want to be.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have let you just stay and shot you some more.
So on my turn, they failed their rally.
Okay.
Continued to move forward.
Yeah.
You can see my squigs have moved. My spiders up on the top.
Just be thankful there's not a gyrocopter around over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My spiders have moved. Luckily, it's playing with my spiders up in the top left.
Yeah.
They've moved up to the top of the hill to get in charge range of his war machines. Unfortunately, I failed my march test. So couldn't get as close as I would like to.
You don't want to charge those Dwarven war machines anyway. You'll just make them mad.
Yeah, I do. I got poison. Maybe that'll get through. And if he probably won't kill me all in one turn, so maybe I can prevent a round of shooting.
There you go. That's the plan.
That's the only plan I got for those things.
Yep.
So the rest of the army's moving up. Now that the miners are out of the way, I'm free to wander around how I want.
Free to carry your little books around with you.
Yeah, I am, unfortunately. The spider has charged again on that gyrocopter, and again it fled.
Okay,
So
you're just trying to drive it back.
yeah, I'm just driving it back. I would kind of like the spider to be moving up farther, but I'm okay with it kind of taking it slow now.
Especially while that flame cannons are still active.
Yeah, and it's keeping up with my army. So now, in the range of the flame cannon are the hoppers at the moment, the Nashers.
Nashers, yeah.
So anyway, I get a time warp off on these guys. It's, movement 8. It's not bad, right?
No, not bad.
And, if I call the WAD, I go up to movement 9.
Yeah. Right into the flame cannon.
So, turn 3. Turn 3, you can see the Spider Riders. On his turn, he charged them with the...
Yeah, it was too far away.
What's that?
So he was too far away to do that.
Well, the gyrocopter in the top left charged him and sent him out back into the center of the board.
It's back to your line.
But now he's pushed them back into my lines.
Yeah.
These guys charged here. My spider riders panicked from being shot at from something. Not real sure what they got shot at from.
Yeah, because he charged you, right?
Yeah. It looks like he charged me. And I fled. Oh, I think... Sorry. He charged the wolf riders. They fled.
Oh, he
redirected into these guys and pushed them off the hill.
Oh, and he didn't catch you. So.
And he, as you'll see, he did not catch me.
Oh, okay.
So my turn, like you said. His shooting phase destroys all but the mage.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flame cannon?
And the other flame cannon fires here and kills 4 of the 6 of these.
Yeah.
Which is not good for me.
No, not particularly.
These guys mop up the bolt thrower and start moving towards the center of the board. Turn 3.
Oh, you did.
Savage Orcs figured, I'm done. Let's go get them. I called the WA to get the extra charge distance.
Right.
And just went at them and got into these guys. These are the guys with the great weapons.
Right. So now we're in your turn.
And it's kind of... It's not clear on the tournament sometimes.
Yeah.
The Nasher Dashers have flown into one of the flame cannons. I only got 2 left, but that's 2 D3. That's a D3, strength 5.
Strength 5, so yeah.
And then, 4, before he goes, 4 weapon skill, 4 attacks. So I'm pretty confident I can get rid of that. This guy still does not make his...
And he seems to have taken somebody with him.
His thing, and then he ran through the bolt thrower and decided doesn't want to shoot anymore.
Yeah.
4 riders are moving up. Spider, you can see up on the top right, is starting to get ready. I really don't want any piece of that big unit at this point, but it's what I got.
But you would like that flame cannon.
But I would like the flame cannon.
Especially if it gives you a flank
a lot
of that unit.
I don't think I want it. I think if I hit the flame cannon, I'm going to wheel so I go past him. You can see the spiders have rallied on the top left.
Right.
There is another gyrocopter over there on the right that's rallied again and getting ready to go back and deal with them. The problem I have is, of course, that big unit of warriors is within arc of my...
Right, unless you lose a lot of guys in the fight.
Unless I lose a guy in the fight. So I go in and I kill, it looks like 5, 6 guys. He fights back and kills some, about the same. I win, and when I win combat, I reform this way.
Right.
So rather than lose a lot of guys, I just figure I'll stretch out and give up my ranks, just to keep those guys off my flank.
I can't remember about formation changes going to the side.
Yeah, it's a combat formation.
Yeah.
You're combat reforming. I think you're allowed to do anything you want. Don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember you could move or you could change. That I don't recall.
But now I'm out of arc. You can see my the Nashers have killed the flame cannon and reformed to face from where they are now. They can see all 3 of the pieces of artillery, and of course they are out of arc of everything. And he can't fire a catapult or a flame cannon at him at that point. I don't think, because he's hitting his own units or guys in combat. So they're really safe there. Turn 4.
As a gyrocopter shows up.
Yeah, it's pretty far away. And it can't attack me because it's got nowhere to land.
Yeah.
Turn 4, these guys move up on the hill. They're getting closer. but, you know, starting as far away as they did.
Right.
His warriors come forward a little bit. Not real sure where he's going, but, you know, moves forward. Gyrocopter comes over here to chaff up my spider. These two guys
Ouch.
put a few wounds on my spider. I saved one of them with the, I think they both hit, but I saved one of them. Ward saved one with the icon.
That your hero has.
Yeah.
A lord has. I'm sorry, you get a lord on
Lord
it.
has.
Yeah.
I do. This was the flame cannon again. They made a long shot and killed off a bunch of my boars.
These are the regular boys?
Those are the regular guys.
Yeah.
And you can see the Wizarding Hood guys in the front right of that unit.
Right.
And the BSB's on the front left of that unit. That's not it's almost a wolf unit at this point. This guy charged into my Spider Riders and they fled head off. Actually, no, he flew down there and shot me. Sorry.
Yeah.
He flew down there, shot me, killed one, pushed me towards the edge of the board. This combat, I killed, you can see on the top right, I killed another 5 guys.
Right.
He killed 3 of me. I win, and since he's moved forward,
You can climb back up.
I get my ranks back, which is handy. But you know, he's just I'm winning by 2 or 1, 2 around.
Right.
I'm keeping my frenzy at least, but you know, it's just grinding.
Sure.
Not an easy combat.
No, you'll be combat ineffective even if you win.
Yeah.
After that, yeah.
Correct. So my spiders rally. They turn, put the what's that, gyrocopter in its front. Sorry, just plain copter in its front. Troll moves forward.
Your Nasher Dashers, they charged
Nasher
the
Dashers
flame
charged
cannon?
over there in the other flame cannon.
Okay.
He has to be an inch away from the other unit, so I've got to have room to fit in there.
And he should be on a round base. So
Yeah, and he should be on the round base. So anyway, not a problem. He didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't lose any to the woods, which was fortunate. Like I said, Troll moved forward just to chaff up this unit. I want him to come charge that unit and pull him out because that will put the spider in his flank if he does,
Right.
and the boar boys in his front. And if these guys ever on the left ever finish up with those guys,
Sure. The last 3 of them can fight too.
something like that. And of course, the spider charges into this guy. He was close enough that he didn't flee this time because he was going to get run down. You can see my goblin mage has finally rallied,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
And your bolt throw looks like it rallied also.
And bolt thrower rallied. We put itching and scratching on them, reduce them by 3. So now they're movement 1.
Yeah, that's helpful.
So even if they charge the troll, they might fail. Actually, I think they got a champ, so I don't think they can fail.
Yeah, same as we got the 4-inch. So
The Doom Diver fires and kills off the
gyrocopter.
the copter that was floating out there. Was beaten up on my Spider Riders. Got sweet revenge on that.
Usually they rallied.
Excuse me?
The Spider Riders rallied.
The Spider Riders did rally.
Yeah.
Over here, the Nashers take out the other
Okay.
War Machine and turn to face the Rock Lobber or Bolt Thrower. What are those called now? Grudge Throwers?
Grudge Throwers, I
Rock
think.
Lobbers?
I don't remember.
Anyway. So he kills 2 of me. I kill, I think, 2 or 3 of him.
It's like, yeah.
He was already picking them up. I think he had 3, maybe
It's
2
like 1,
apiece.
2, 3. Looks like 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, another close round, but, you know, I still have a rank. He doesn't. So I've got 1 on him there. Moving on to turn 5. So these guys try to come help in the side. It's a long, I mean, that's a really long charge, as you can see.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
It's worth a shot. So he charges into my troll here.
He's running out of time now.
Yeah, he is, and now he needs to pull up some points. Over here, he gets off rune of something. Stone, is that the one? I don't know. -1 to hit or -1 to be wounded. It's one of those two. It's one way or another. It's not fun.
Those guys didn't make it.
Yeah, they didn't make it. Of course, these guys move up just to get closer.
Right.
He's managed to put a wound on my mage with his shooting because he is within 12.
Right.
but he only got one. Over here, I got the itching and scratching still on these guys, but
Yeah.
they did kill my troll.
Saying something seems to be missing.
What's that? Yeah, they killed my troll there, which
Right.
General killed him. He killed another two. Looks like I've
You
gotten
still have your
1,
rank?
2, 3 or so of his, because I think he had two in the
1,
back
2,
last
3.
turn.
Looks like 3. Yeah, looks like you won again.
So I'm still
Even-
winning, and
even with the spell.
I still have 10 left. So I might come out of this with 5.
Bonus points.
It's starting to look more encouraging,
Yeah.
isn't it? Or I could just not even finish it by the end of the game. This is turn 5, by the way. So this comes to my turn. The spider, the little spiders charge into the one. Hop the Gnashers go in with them, and again, don't take a dangerous terrain. Survive.
Right.
The big spider doesn't want a part of his unit, especially not with what's it got? 4 wounds on it now.
Yeah.
That's that one round from the general could take care of him.
Right.
So he figures he'll go mop up this thing.
Could always come from the back.
And now here I just kind of backed off a little bit,
Right.
especially with these boar riders on the left.
Sure.
But there's a kind of a problem with that, which you'll see.
There's some dwarves on your flank.
There are on the flank of the.
Bolt thrower, which can then pass through into those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. So moving on, there's another picture of that. So the Doom Divers kind of see their danger and open up and kill a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Because there's no, at this point, I'm not doing anything with this model, with this unit.
Right.
His big unit.
Yeah. Just,
I'm not going to touch it.
No.
So I'm just concentrating fire and trying to kill as many of these as I can. Look at that. I was right. I have 10 left.
there you go.
And I'm positioned in his flank.
Yep.
Spider, as you notice, looks at him, turns around in the back, looking good, going into turn 6. So they both charge,
There you go. Nice
and they
double
both
charge.
made it. And the way he's angled them, they're both set to overrun into the Wolf Riders. Yeah. It is an 8-inch. Sorry, he needs to roll an 8
Right.
to make that. So
So it's only a 43% chance.
being the dwarf that he is, he marches forward bravely because he knows I'm not touching that unit because I can't kill it in one round, so I can
Yep.
get no possible points out of it.
We could get below strength
I could possibly get it below strength,
if
but
all your units fight it.
if everything gets in and everything fights well.
Yeah.
So he wipes out the bolt thrower, rolls, and as luck would have it, of course, the unit that makes the 8-inch overrun is the larger of the two.
Yes.
The one that has a rank bonus and the one that, anyway, one I can't knock the steadfast.
Well, at least this only has 2 characters in it.
It does only have 2 characters
And
in
a
it.
BSB.
The BSB is one of them.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I got that going for me. I do have poison attacks on my BSB, who's on the left.
Yeah.
So,
Something hit.
I rolled a hit and killed something.
Well, maybe it's a gyrocopter again.
Don't know. No, gyrocopters are all dead at this point, I thought. Anyway. So, he comes in and crushes me.
Goes with rank and file.
I mean, crushes me. He goes against the rank and file and just, like I said, annihilates this unit. The one guy, he even kills my BSB. The one guy that survives flees and gets over here by the edge of this woods. This is the Wizarding Hood guy, the Goblin King. Just gave up a ton of points on that last turn, which was just ridiculous. But on my last turn, I moved here. I wasn't charging him. I just surrounding him just for the
hell of it.
just for the way it looks at the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
These guys, of course, are dead back here. So the game's over, and he has this unit and this unit, and oh, that was what it was. That was what that hit was. That hit marker was killing the other unit, the small unit of miners,
Oh, okay.
wiping on those out with the shooting from
Oh, I see.
from the
Okay.
Doom Divers.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keep calling them Doom Divers. Get launchers. So anyway, so that's how it ends up. Basically, he's got 2 units left in the game.
One with a lot of points.
One with a ton of points. I've taken fair beating, but I'm in good shape.
Yeah, you've cleared most of this.
Cleared most of it, and he didn't put this required 6 wounds on the spider to get the points from it. So
Yeah, if you hadn't lost that one unit, you'd been in really good shape.
yeah, if I hadn't lost that one unit, I would have been in really good shape. I agree. At least he wiped out the unit. So anyway, so I guess I don't know what that means. Nothing, I guess. So he killed 701 of my points. Again, a lot of that in the last turn.
Right.
He captured the banner.
Yep.
He got my BSB. He got a total of 851.
Right.
I killed 1175 because there's just so many points in that one unit.
Yep.
50 from banners, 100 for BSB. His BSB was in the unit with the great weapons.
Right.
So got 1,325 out of him.
What were the bonus points again?
The bonus points on this one were the capturing banners.
Okay.
You had to keep your banners alive, and he got a bonus point out of that one too at the end. So, so it ended up 8 to 12 after bonus. It was 9 to 13. So a win against the dwarves.
There you go.
I was quite pleased with that,
I'm sure.
especially when those flamethrowers cut loose. I thought that was going to be really ugly.
Yeah, they're nasty.
But yeah, so again, good game. Fun guy to play. Highly recommended opponent. Anybody ever get a chance to play him? And that's it. It's my first game, so I'm okay.
All right.
I actually was not looking for. I was looking forward to the game because I wanted to play him.
Sure.
I had never played him before. But I was not looking forward to playing dwarves with my orcs.
With your orcs, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup for me.
Because the orcs have so many good matchups.
Yeah, well, there is that. Anyway, that's it for my first Colonial Carnage game. Thanks for watching.
Till next time.